to do neck controlled articular rotations, also known as neck cars. We call them neck circles because you're going to move your head in a circle. The purpose of this is to get you more comfortable moving your neck in positions that used to cause pain. The key about this is controlling that range of motion. It's not about moving it fast and just getting it done. It's about feeling how your neck can go in all these positions. Now, what's powerful about this isn't that it's improving your ability to get more range of motion. What's powerful about it is building trust between you and your neck, getting you comfortable with more uncomfortable neck positions. Most of the time, it's uncomfortable to look up or to rotate your head. So now it's good to think about, how do I control that movement? Once we control that movement, then we're good at getting in and out of that movement. Sets and reps for this is typically 5 in one direction, 5 in the other direction, as often as you want throughout the day. You really can't overdo this. The biggest key is it shouldn't be painful. So if you go into a position where you feel what we call closing angle joint pain, where we're closing down this angle, it's getting more acute, and you feel a pinch or a catch on the same side, just don't go as far. Ease off of it a little bit. You should mainly feel stretch on the opposite side of the place you're moving. So if I go this way, I should feel a stretch on this side. There'll be another view right over here where you see the side profile, so you can see how we go into extension. Let's do it. So the first key is don't slump. Don't be in a very crouched position. Be up nice and tall. And make sure my ribs are tucked under. My chest is not sticking up to the ceiling, or those ribs are flaring upwards. I'm thinking about tucking those ribs down and in towards my belly button. So keep that tucked down. If you have to, take your hands and keep them on your ribs, and you'll feel when you start to cheat as you look up. I forgot something. You should also be good at puppet position. So majority of people are going to be a little bit more slumped in their thoracic spine, and their chin's going to be falling forward. So we need a 90-degree angle here, and that's not just by doing those chin tucks that probably people have told you to do. Excuse my voice and my triple chin. You need to learn, how do I actually bring my thoracic spine underneath my neck? And this isn't via lumbar extension. This is learning, how do I get my chest forward, my shoulder blades aren't squeezed back, but they are moved back, and then my ear is over my shoulder. We get that ear in front of my shoulder, we're gonna have pinching pain in the back. So learning that puppet position, look at one of these videos, I forget which side it is, that just popped up on the screen, to learn how do I get into puppet position, learning how to get my thoracic spine underneath my cervical spine rather than doing chin tucks. Begin by looking down. So I'm going to slowly curl my nose down towards my chest, going as far as possible. And the key is, don't let your whole body curl under. Notice how I just got shorter. As we look down, bring my chin all the way to my chest. Choose a direction. I'm going to go this way. Think about your nose is dictating the movement. Your nose and your chin is dictating the movement. Scrape your chin across your chest as you begin to look towards your armpit. I feel a stretch here, and I feel a stretch in my upper left cervical spine, stretching out those suboccipitals. Start to scrape that chin up over your shoulder. Now I'm looking fully into left rotation. So to recap that, chin to chest, scrape that chin to your armpit, and start to lift that nose up so you get into full rotation. And then maintain that nose, drawing a big circle. Feel the stretch on the opposite side. Again, if you have closing pain, just don't go as far. Ease off of it a little bit. Come up, 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 up. In this position, this is where those hands come in. We make sure we aren't arching our back. We keep our thoracic spine nice and engaged as we go into extension. If this pinches a little bit, just ease off of it a little bit. Don't go as high up. Still drawing a big circle with my nose. As we go to my right shoulder, we try and get that nose all the way into full rotation. Now I feel a stretch here, and I feel a stretch in upper right cervical spine. Bring that nose down to my armpit, really emphasizing upper right cervical spine and left sternocleidomastoid. Chin down to your armpit and scrape that chin back to center. I went really slow, but you should be going slow. It shouldn't be just neck wiggle circles. Nice controlled circles up and around. 5 in this direction and then 5 in the other direction. Let's go to the right now just so you can see. Chin to chest, not flexing my thoracic spine, just flexing my cervical spine. Chin scrapes to my right armpit. Nice stretch here, nice stretch up here. Into right rotation. Nice big circle. I have to correct myself here. Ribs stay down, abs still engaged. Up, big circle. Really stick that chin and that nose up to the ceiling. Back into rotation. Back to the armpit. And scrape it back down to center. So that was 1 rep to the left and 1 rep to the right. If you have any questions, please do let us know. This is something that you're doing all the time. Doesn't have to be every day, but just when you feel that neck's kind of feeling heavy or kind of tight, just whip out a nice big circle, 1 each side. Do it while you're driving. Anytime you feel some stiffness in your neck, that's really going to loosen up, especially that upper cervical spine and your sternocleidomastoid and your upper traps. It's going to loosen up all those joints. So I just watched that again, and I'm really stiff. I felt most of my stretch in SCM and a big stretch in suboccipitals, and that was present as I went into extension. When we're really stiff in the top, it's gonna force us to fall a little bit forward, and that's where you might get that pinching, which is why we work on puppet position, which I forgot about, but I recorded for you. But learning how do I keep that chin tucked to my throat and my chest underneath my ears. But I just wanted you to know, as I was doing that, my form, my personal form, needs work. I need to help release these up. I'm notoriously pretty stiff in my SEMs and in my pecs, which pulls me into kind of this position where I'm rounded forward, my chin goes forward. So just know that I have stuff to do, so it's okay that you feel a big stretch or we feel a big stretch. Just continue to do that movement. I will continue to do it, and I will get more and more flexible. I will feel less tension in my SCMs. Good luck.